Hey guys, how are you? Hey Nancy, good to see you. So we just finished our live stream over on Tabi Eats, and this is my second channel, right? I think I didn't make a mistake this time. This should be my second channel. And I decided to do a live stream because I know that a lot of you guys are online right now. Might be too late for a lot of you, but I thought I'd do one because I haven't done one in a while on this channel. And so good to see a lot of friendly faces again. Hey, how are you? How is everybody doing? Thank you for coming over. So, Masberi-san, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Hey, Dark Paracord, it's okay. You missed the live just now. No problem. No problem. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of ice cream. I'm burping constantly from all the ice cream, to be honest with you. And it's winter, so it is very cold. Hello, Kuroneko. I hope you're feeling a lot better. I hope your biopsy turns out fine. Because I know you've been having some problems with your health. I really hope, I hope nothing is wrong, and I hope you can recover very soon. I can totally relate to not feeling well. I feel a lot better right now. I feel good, to be honest with you. And A1, yeah, if you're here, you can chat now. This is the other reason why I wanted to do this one right now, because I know that people, for example, like A1, my friend, I know you have questions you want to ask, and it's really hard to answer over on that channel. Thank you, Mindy's mom. I look okay. Thank you. I had to wear this. I know I'm clashing. My fashion is clashing. If Lawrence was online right now, I mean, he would like scream at me. But it is cold, especially after all the ice cream. So I needed to wear this. This is from my. Thank you, Kuroneko. This is from my sister. She gave this to me last winter, and it's actually kind of big for me, but I can wear it indoors and it keeps me really warm. I love it. I love it. It's so warm. And I made myself some hot tea because once again, it's kind of cold today. Uh, uh. Anyway, right. The other reason why I wanted to do this live stream, of course, always good to see you guys is, of course, for people like A1. But, I get a lot of messages, personal messages from people who deal with very um, intense issues. And ever since we did the Asian boss interview, I've been getting a lot of personal messages from people who are having a really difficult time dealing with their sexuality. Straight up B, it's good to see you. So good to see you. How you doing, buddy? How are you doing? テクテクパクパクさん、また始まったんですよ。Deborah, MCL, thank you. Really appreciate that. Oh my God, thank you. Oh, thank you. Really appreciate that. How are you doing, Deborah? How are you, Deborah? Deborah, by the way, where are you from? I would like to know. I see a lot of your names. Of course, people I've met before, like Kuroneko and Mindy's mom. I know where they're from because I've met them at the meetup in California. But a lot of you guys, I don't really know where you're from. Straight up beats. I think you're in Japan, right? I know you live in Japan. I'm not exactly which city. I think you were in the Kansai area. I hope. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. But I know you were somewhere in Japan. And Satoshi just came home from taking Justin for a walk, and he's probably thinking, what am I doing? 今ライブ、Sorry, I'm gonna tell. 今ライブやってます。I don't think he heard me. Hey Justin, welcome back. We did. どうしたの? Every day he comes back from a walk, the first thing he wants to do is eat something. So he's not coming to me right now because he's hungry. Because he pooed and now he's hungry. His stomach is all clear. Yeah, but as I was saying, yeah, I get a lot of messages from people recently about how they're having a problem with coming out to their parents, and I've had messages from people telling me that they constantly think about ending their lives, and it just breaks my heart. And I really don't mind. I'm not a professional. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a psychiatrist. and I don't claim to be, but so all I can do is help to the best of my ability. I can talk about my own experience, but that's as far as I can do. So I hope that's enough. But these messages that I were getting, these people that were just asking for help, I felt that I needed to do this. Hi, welcome back. I'm doing a live stream on the second channel. He's looking at me like, what? Aren't you supposed to be working on your Singapore papers? I do actually. Yeah, which is why, yes, last night I you know what I was doing last night, and the reason why I couldn't join in the live stream right away is because I start filming tomorrow for the Singapore thing, and it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal. Okay, like I'm not gonna be on TV or anything. It is a media company. I'm actually allowed to talk about it now. Because it's going to be launching soon. It's not going to be on TV. A media company who does TV shows mostly is trying to get into the digital arena, because a lot of younger people are no longer watching TV, and so they've looked for influencers around the world, such as myself. I hate that word influencer. I really wish they had a different name for that, but yeah, they chose me to represent Tokyo. Basically, it's a series that talks about 7 broad topic categories. It's food, it's food, culture, retail, fashion, technology, transportation, and social behavior. Now, some of these topics are very, very difficult for me to actually talk about, because I'm not into technology and a lot of things, but I'm trying my best. And Bola, thank you so much for the super chat. Sure, let me look at your question really quickly. This is a personal question. You don't have to answer it. Oh my god, if it makes you uneasy, but are you intact? By intact, uncircumcised. Wow. Well, okay. Nobody has ever asked me that before. Jesus. Okay. Oh wow. Oh my god. I'm getting red. Can you tell I'm getting red? Okay. Damn. Oh my god, I'm getting red. This is so. Thanks, dude, for making me embarrassed. I'm uncircumcised. No problem. I'm uncircumcised because I was born here. Oh my god. Okay. That's fine. I'll answer it. Oh, I almost swore there. No problem. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Whew. What a way to start. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? I know, look at me. Oh my god, I'm so red. Hey, Nasha Rod. Hey. Sorry, A1. Yeah. Yeah, if you have visuals, just like forget about it. Okay, so A1, please feel free to ask me whatever you want here, okay? And if anybody else has a question that you want to talk about, or something you want to talk about, yeah, please go right ahead. I had no idea that was going to be asked. Cool, Kowloon Dreams is uncircumcised too. Who else is uncircumcised here? Okay, no, okay. Next topic. Let's go on to the next topic. Oh my god, I swear to God. I swear to God that by the end of next year, or even maybe earlier, you guys would know. You know what? I'm hot now. Look at that. I was cold when I started this live stream. So I do appreciate that. I appreciate that for making me warm again. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Mouse Betty. Otsukare-sama-san. By the way, did you find a competitive eater? No, I did not. I did not find a competitive eater yet. A lot of people say, with the connections I have, why don't you contact Kinoshita Yuka or something, but I don't really have connections. I mean, being a YouTuber does not give you instant connections. You're just a normal person. Thank you, Boda. Consider yourself very lucky to be intact. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Well, no, really. No, sorry. I was just not prepared for that question, but thank you. That was fine. It was fine. Uh, what was it talking about? Yeah. We don't have connections to people like that, and most of those people in Japan, like Kinoshita Yuka, for example, are with a company. They are with an MCN, and so we have to go through those companies that actually manage them. So it's actually harder to get get them to contact us. Yeah, it's not that easy. So yeah, I still do have to look for a competitive eater. Uh, the, the the assignments that the media company is giving us is it's insane. Some of them are insane. The first one is right up my alley, and this is the one I'm working on right now, and I start filming it tomorrow. I say start because I don't know. Most likely I won't be able to um, do it in one go. But basically, okay. Now since I can talk about it, so this series, I'm going to be on the series most of the time 3 times a week, from starting from January 4th, which is the launch, which is the soft launch, January 4th, and then the official launch starts on January 7th, and I'm going to be on that day as well. And it's going to be streaming on the Facebook page of their page, which is CNA Lifestyle. Channel News Asia CNA Lifestyle Facebook page. It's such a long name. Yeah, that's where it's going to be streamed. And so you guys have to have a Facebook account in order to watch the program. And it's all going to be filmed on our iPhones. See, so that's one thing that's pretty unique about this, because they initially planned it to be a live stream, but there are just too many things that could go wrong on a live stream. So they want us to film it as if we're filming a live stream on our iPhone with no cuts or edits, which makes it hard because it means you have to get it perfect in one go, and the video has to be between 7 to 12 minutes. So you can't go over time, you can't go under time. And thank you so much, Richard Sundown, for the super chat. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So it's quite difficult. It has to be planned. The shoot has to be planned. I have to know exactly what I'm going to say before I start. I have to talk as though I'm doing a live stream, and and certain things must be said during the stream. They call it stream during the filming, the video. They call it a stream. It's not really a stream, but it's going to be streamed, and the creators like myself are going to be engaging during the stream. So it's kind of like a premiere, I guess. It's going to be on Facebook Premiere, so it's kind of like YouTube Premiere, I guess. And so the first one is on convenience stores, which is right up my alley, right? I mean, I shouldn't have such a difficult time with this. And I'll get to you, Dark Paracord, right after I talk about this. And the thing is that we do have a task. The task is to look for 7 items under 200 yen. Super easy. Talk about, hey, straight up, no problem. Thank you so much for dropping by and saying hello. Really appreciate that. We have to talk about what we usually have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, I have to talk about it. And then they wanted me to start in a residential area, then show at least 3 different stores, and then go to a park, sit, and then show what I purchased. And initially they wanted me to go into the store, but I couldn't get permission. I just couldn't because it is Christmas season right now, and they said they're too busy. There's too many people. Stores are too busy, so they cannot allow anyone to film. So unfortunately, I can't do that. But hey, Brian Biggers, good to see you. And so we had to change plans, and so I did a run through, and I went over like by 3 minutes because of the distance between the residential area, the stores, and then And then not only that, I have to mention certain things. I have like lines that I have to remember to make sure to add them into my authentic self. And there are certain things I cannot say. So it's quite difficult. It's different from what I do on YouTube, you know? It's something I'm not used to, so it was kind of stressing me out. And last night I had to write the brief, basically what I'm gonna say, pretty much word for word, and then I had to get their approval before I can film, and I start filming tomorrow. And it was, they liked it, but then they wanted certain things changed. I was thinking, how the hell am I going to eat while filming and walking at the same time? And because I didn't have time to sit at a park and eat, because then that would take too long. So I changed it where I would have Satoshi next to me and his hand would come out and give me food. So I, you know, because I have two hands, I have to hold a selfie stick in one hand and I have to hold food in my other hand. There's no way I can hold the rest of the food, right? So I thought that would be a good idea, but they said, no, we don't want the extra hand in there. We want to stay true to the series. So I'm like, how am I gonna do it? So I'm like, there's no way I can start from the residential area, walk from one store to another store to the other store, and then go to the park and then show the things I purchased. So I had to, you know, I can't start filming until it's all okay. So after this live stream, I actually have to rewrite my brief and send it in, and it has to be approved before I can start filming tomorrow. And if I don't start filming tomorrow, oh my god, I'm in the shit, because I have to send in 4 videos by December 28th, and they all have to be approved, and I've not even done one yet. Can you see how this is going and why I'm stressed out? And once the series starts, I have to make 3 videos every week until the end of March. So it's nonstop. It's nonstop. I've gotten permission for location at 2 places. I still have to get permission for 8 more. So I have to, basically the way I get permission is I have to write a letter, write a brief, tell them exactly what I'm gonna do, send it into headquarters, and then they usually call me, and then I have to talk to them. Then they usually ask me to send in more information, which I have to write and then send it. And then we have to have a date, set a date and time. And then once that is done, then I write the brief, and then I send it into the Singapore people. They have to approve it, which usually does not happen immediately. They usually have things that they need to add and stuff like that. And oh my god, it's like really hard work. But I'm hopefully by the end of this experience, I probably would have learned something valuable, and that's what I believe. And it's a challenge, but like I said, I took on this challenge because it is important for me to grow as a person and become a better YouTuber, and I believe that's going to happen. So Bora, thank you so much again. To anyone thinking, okay, right, so thank you so much for the super chat, guys. You can read his message about circumcision, because you know circumcision is, I guess, you know, it's a pretty hot topic. Not so much here in Japan, to be honest with you, but you know, yeah, you know, it's important to a lot of people. I've when I lived in Hawaii, I was I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. So A1, this question: is there anything that helped you to be sure of your sexuality and gender? I've been told by my ex I'm only somewhat a woman for being born infertile. I don't want to feel inferior. Okay, well, wow, seriously. Okay, well, first of all, can I just say congratulations on not being with him anymore, because you don't need to be with someone who doesn't appreciate you, A1. I mean, that is like sorry, but that's my opinion. I don't think he deserves to be with you. And is there anything that helped you to be sure of your sexuality and gender? Well, yeah, I talked about myself, I think, on the Asian boss, and maybe not as deeply, but I was sure of my sexuality when I tried to have sex with a woman, and I was definitely sure that I was not straight. I love women. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not sexually attracted to them. So I have a lot of women friends, and I actually get along with women. You know, like fine. I love talking to them. I like how they get really excited about things because I'm very excitable as well. So yeah, I click with a lot of women, but not sexually. Not sexually. But yeah, I'm. Is there anything that helped me reach that point? That's is just life, I think, and just testing things out and just asking myself questions. Sorry, I know that's like a really lame answer. Sorry about that. Um, Brian Bigger says, "Have you seen the cat backpacks? They're see-through and really cool." No, I haven't. I have not. I have not. Let's see. マウスベリーも仕事がいっぱい大変だよね。本当に大変だよね。うん。ジュンジュンさん、The interview of Asian Boss was great, by the way. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Lucas, really appreciate that. Your main channel's been doing so well lately. Just want to say I'm really happy for you guys. Thank you. Thank you. You know, but you know, as always, we always say it, but we couldn't have done it without you guys. I mean, if you guys weren't watching the videos, you know, we would not be where we are right now. Yeah. マウスメリーさん、頑張りましょうね。頑張りましょう。Thank you, Brian Biggers. Really appreciate it. You know, after what was it talking about? After the last live stream that I did, you know, when I was overwhelmed with work, and you know, I was so like, oh god, that night I was so stressed out, and I literally didn't know where to turn or who to talk to, because in the middle of the night, and you know, Satoshi was asleep, and I turned to you guys, and I was so scared of how you guys would react, because I don't want you guys to think I'm always complaining. I don't like people who complain, and you know, I didn't mean to complain about my life, but I think I just needed to vent. I think that's it. I've learned that venting is healthy, and this is a recent discovery. I only learned that sometime this year, because I was the type to hold everything in, and I think my sister talked about that before on her channel, how I hold things in, and that in the end kind of makes it worse, because it kind of explodes and I end up with a nervous breakdown or a panic attack. So yeah, I needed to vent. So thank you so much for listening to me, because it really helped me a lot. Even today, before, you know, the main live stream, I was in the bathroom, you know, fixing my hair and I was thinking of how grateful I am to you guys. Like, I know it's so cringy that I'm always talking about how I'm grateful, but I really am. I'm not even kidding. My sister and I, we talk about this. Before my sister started YouTube, I used to tell her how grateful I am to the people that I connect with on YouTube, and she's like, how can you connect with people online that you've never met? But you know, now she totally understands. She totally understands. I mean, I think it's her outlet when she makes videos and she talks to you guys and she engages with you guys on the comment section. You know, that really is helping her out. I can see her changing for the better, to be honest with you. So thank you for watching my sister's channel and for you know, those thoughtful comments. I actually watch every single one of my sister's videos, and I even go through the comment section. I read your comments, and you guys are just amazing. Thank you. You guys make our life so much better. And so I think the least I can do for me is to, I don't know, try to make your life a little happier. I don't know. I wish I could do more. Ramya is asking, I think it's awesome how you guys came out in a public media forum about your sexuality. Usually that's such a scary thing, so kudos to you. Thank you, Ramya. To be honest with you, I think it was harder for Satoshi, which is why I was very proud of him. Uh, I had no idea what the questions were going to be. I mean, neither of us did. And I think I've never heard Satoshi be so open publicly. And so I think that was amazing for me. And, it is true that he's not, um, how do you say? I mean, he has a good relationship with his family, but his the dynamics between him and his parents and brother is very different from mine. I mean, my family were very vocal, as you already know. I think that's why my sister's good at vlogging. She loves to talk. But we're a very talkative family. We've always been open with each other, and we're very expressive. We say, we miss each other, we love each other, we have no problem talking about sex. Not with my mom, but my sister and I were very open, and we don't hide anything from each other. We don't feel like we have to. We don't really judge each other, and yeah, it's pretty open. And same with my father as well. My father's side, they're very open. So I feel fortunate that my family's that way, and we're able to share, things with each other. Um, and plus, I'm just a different human being from Satoshi, who's a lot more conservative because his family is conservative, more conservative than my family. And, his parents, like he said, they still don't accept his sexuality, which is actually very sad for me. And I accept it, but I couldn't for the longest time. I felt, my mother totally accepts Satoshi, and his family is part of our family. But I felt like like a lot of arguments that Satoshi and I had. I think not recently. We don't argue about that anymore. But maybe 4 or 5 years ago, it was about this, and the fact that he wouldn't bring up the subject anymore. And so but that's why I was very proud of him when he was so open on Asian Boss. So yeah, yeah, very proud of, very proud of him. Let's see. Did I miss any messages, guys? Let's see. Let's see. Kuroneko says, my dad's not open. I told him that I loved him when he was in the hospital, and he replied, I know, that's good enough though. That's good enough. I know. Okay, I know. Okay, yeah. Well, that Kuroneko, that kind of sounds like a typical Japanese father, I think, Um, Well, my father and my father and I, we don't really talk about my sexuality either. We did. I think the last time we talked about it was 19 years ago, and this was when I was with my ex-boyfriend, and I actually introduced him to my dad and as my boyfriend, and my dad was actually very happy. So I know that he accepts it. I don't think he feels absolutely comfortable with it. He doesn't really understand it. But my dad and I, because my dad and my mother, they got a divorce when I was 5, and he really was kind of an ass. Oops, did I just say that? He wasn't the best father. So, I didn't try to forge a relationship with him for the longest time. But, because he's becoming older, I decided to reconnect with him. And, I think that's why we're not as close as me and my mother. We haven't gone through the things that make you close. But I'm trying because he's getting older. and I do love him. You know, despite what have I been timed out? Sorry, Shinichi World has been timed out for 300 seconds. Really? What does that mean? Am I talking too much? I don't know what's going on. Uh, yeah. Okay. Anyway, all right. Oh, for swearing. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh. I don't swear that much, to be honest with you. It's you know, I just do sometimes. I just do sometimes. I try my best not to. Diana is asking, Shinichi, who was it hardest to come out to, your mom or a family member? My mom or a family member? Oh, and Dark Paracord has a question for me. Okay, so I will go back to Dark Paracord as soon as I answer this. So it was harder to come out to my mother, I think. It was easier to come out to my sister, but definitely harder to come out to my mom. And Dark Paracord, I'm so sorry. What was your question again? Can you write it down one more time? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Dark Paracord. So sorry about that. My bad. Tokyo Lens. Thank you, Nasha Brat. He's really good storytelling and video organizing shoots. Plus, he is a local to you. Thank you. I might do that. I might get in touch with Tokyo Lens. Thank you, Nasha Brat, for that. Dark Paragon, no problem, please. This is a time for the serious questions. I welcome serious questions right now because I cannot really answer those serious questions all the time over on Tabi Eats because it's just too busy and it's just too happy. You know, I don't want to ruin the atmosphere. Yeah, so go ahead. Please ask away. Ask away. You know, I've already talked about circumcision. Lucas, do you collect anything? I think I've seen a few of your Funkos. Yeah, I collect Funkos. I don't really collect them per se. I got into them because I saw a lot of Funko Pops that I like. But right now, I mean, I've heard that I've heard that Katya and Jinx Monsoon Funko Pop is out. And I've checked online, but yeah, they don't ship them to Japan. And they're kind of expensive now, so yeah. But those are two that I want right now. I did get myself a Lucille Ball Funko Pop. Okay, A1 says, I said goodbye to him about a year ago, but that wasn't all he said. Even now, his abusive words still haunt me. Do you have any experience like that? And if so, any advice? I do have an experience like that, A1. Fortunately, not that often. But usually when people start to hate or like you know, like are mean like that mean, it usually makes all my feelings of love go out the window. So it actually makes it easier for me to get over that person. So that's been my experience, A1. Okay, Dark Paracord, once again, so sorry. I'm just reading your message right now. Sorry making you write this all over. Is there a time where you were depressed to a point of suicidal? How do you walk out of it, and how does one help them to not take this path alone when they want to push everyone away? Wow, this one is hard. Well, you know, I think I talked about, you know, attempting suicide when I was younger. I did. I tried twice when I was younger, but I think, you know, I tried. Once I tried with I'm not gonna get into that. I tried, but I failed, which was a good thing. It was good. I think the universe wanted me to stay alive, and I'm very happy about that. Um, but Sorry, I'm looking for it. Okay, here we go. I don't have those suicidal thoughts now. I do have those times when I get depressed, but it seems like the busier I am, the less I have of these thoughts, which is why right now, because I'm so busy, I don't think about. Uh, I don't get depressed because I'm just so busy taking care of things. But when I have those thoughts, um, I usually try to snap out of it because it scares me. The thought of wanting to kill myself scares me. The thought, just the idea that I got to that point scares me. So I snap out of it and I make myself a cup of hot tea. I take a walk. I go outside. I do everything in my power to get out of that state. And you wrote that you want help, but you want to push everybody away. Um, right. Why? I guess my question would be, why do you feel like you want to push people away? That's, that's. I think that's something you have to think about first. Oh, um, yeah, and but uh, I think, I think staying alive, in general, is hard to do in the first place. Um, it's very, life is hard. Life is very hard. I mean, every single one of us. I think first thing to realize is that you're not the only one going through hardships. I think realizing that everybody goes through really hard times, some more than others, of course, um, but um, killing yourself, I think, is easy. It's hard, but it's easy because once you do it, it's done. There's no turning back. And I try to remind myself that there was a reason why I was born and I came on this earth, and there's a purpose. And it's a gift. It really is a gift that we're here on this earth. Um, I always remind myself of that. Like, my, no matter how hard things get, um, I try to stay grateful for the fact that I'm still here. I'm still here, and I can do something with it. Even if I hit rock bottom, I'm still alive. It means I can do something. It means I can change something. It means I can put things into action. So I try to remind myself that, and I think that's important. And if anyone else has good advice, please feel free, because that's the best advice I can give. But yeah, I mean, don't give up, Dark Paracord. Remember, look at all the people here today, and I'm here, and I care. I really care. So please understand that. Um, you know, Dark Paracord, right now you wrote, sometimes people like us at that point feels that they don't deserve anyone and pushes them away. And I have a friend, my very good friend, um, that I've known for since I was 5, and he's one of my best friends in the whole world. And he's always thinking that way. He's getting a little better, I think, but he's an alcoholic, and I can talk about him now because he's not watching this right now. But he's an alcoholic, a really bad one, and it's affected our relationship uh, in the past. I don't let it affect me now. I accept him. It's his life. It's his journey. I've tried to help the best I can, and to the point where it affected me, because I worry so much, and I blame myself that I didn't try my best. But I realized that I can't really be totally responsible for that. You know, I have to live my own life as well. But I do tell him that I'm there for him. I'm always there for him. He can call me anytime. I'm there to help him. If he needs me, I'll fly over immediately. That's how important he is to me. So the best I can do is support him. But he always feels like he pushes people away, kind of deliberately. But then after he does that, it doesn't really make him feel better. So sorry. I hope that helped you somehow. And Dark Paracord, please feel free anytime to come back and ask me whatever you want, okay? So Adam, one, how do you spice things up in the bedroom after being in a long-term relationship for so long? You and Satoshi are such a nice couple. How do you spice things up in the bedroom? Oh my god, another embarrassing. Well, it is very important. Put spices on the bed. Deborah MCL, thank you so much for the super chat. I think we push people away because we feel we don't deserve help from them again. My thoughts, not speaking for everyone. Thank you, Deborah. No, that really is a good point, because I'm sure some people do exactly that, you know, for that reason. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah. And Dark Paragar, once again, please, no, this is the time for serious questions. We're doing this, you know, right after the other live stream, because I wanted to try and answer some of your questions. A1 says, "Don't answer that. I can't hear that." Well. Let me just say. And Nausha Broad says Satoshi hates cinnamon, so that's going to, you know, be like garlic to a vampire. He'll never come back to bed. Well, this is the best thing I can say, okay? And I think this is very important. Cindy, everyone leans closer to the screen. Nothing naughty about this. But I think what's important, and I truly believe this, is I think we cannot let ourselves go. You know, when we first meet someone, we try our best to look our best. We put our best foot forward. You know, we're very considerate to our partner. You know, we're our best versions of ourselves. And Kota Ichijima, nice to meet you. So nice to see you here. Kota Ishijima, by the way, lives in Japan. She is amazing, and we have to get together, okay? But I think it's very important to present your best self. You can't look perfect all the time because you're living together, so you're gonna wake up looking horrible. But I think it's important. I think it's if I want to continue being desirable to my partner, I have to take care of myself. I have to look nice. I have to not wear the same sweatshirt for the entire week. You know, I have to do my best, and that's what I think. I think that's one of the ways to keep things interesting in bed. I think. I hope that helps. I try to keep it not naughty, so I hope that's okay. Let's see, what else is there? So any other questions we got today? And the other thing is that, like, taking care of yourself, like, physically, makes you yourself feel better. You know what I mean? Hey, Gene, good to see you. Good to see you, Gene. Don't you guys agree? It takes effort. I know, we tend to get lazy, but I think it's important. I do. Oh, it's getting cold now. Let me put this back on because it's a little bit cold. Piper Rock says, "What do you want for Christmas?" What do I want for Christmas? You know, to be honest with you, there's not many things I actually want. Um, yeah, you know, before I started YouTube, um, I felt like I didn't need anything else in my life. I actually thought if I died tomorrow, this was before YouTube, that if I died tomorrow, 4 years ago, I would be content. I would be happy. I have no regrets in life because I've kind of done everything I wanted to do. I lived life according to my own rules. Um, I did the best I could. I tried to be the best son I could to my mother. I tried to be the best brother. I felt like I did my best in life, and I've accomplished things that I wanted to, and I was pretty happy with life, and I was ready to, you know, like say, yeah, thank you, universe. I had a really good life. But then YouTube came along, and I thought, can I tackle another big project in my life? And you know, people were saying, you're too old, or you don't have enough charisma, or you don't have the looks, or you don't have the knowledge. And that's the best way to make me do something. Because you know, that gets me going, and so I kind of wanted to tell the world that no, I'm not too old, and no one is too old to do anything. And if you don't, if you're not perfect, you can always get better. And so I decided to do YouTube. So here I am. And how did I get to the subject? I completely forgot. Elmo, thank you so much for your super chat. How are you? Merry Christmas, Elmo. Thank you. Ramya, when you come out, especially on social media, the news, then have there ever been threats to your life? And if yes, how do you deal with that? And how can others deal with safety? Well, I've never had threats on my life. I've had hate mail. I've had the most horrible hate mail. But, you know, I actually came out publicly when I used to have a blog. This is before YouTube days. It was called Shinichi's World, which is why I just used the same name. Because when I first came to Japan, I realized that there are so many people that weren't out, and they didn't feel that it was important, and it confused me, and I was also not in a happy place, and so I thought it would be good therapy for me to write about my life experience, and it kind of took off. My blog got featured in a gay magazine. It got featured in a book, but then I started becoming kind of my face started becoming known in the gay world, and so if I would go to a gay bar, you know, people would see me. But then when they started like seeing me at the baggage claim area in Hawaii, or like people would notice me on the street, I don't think I was prepared for that then, and I was very scared because of all the hate mail that I was getting. So I was younger then. I wasn't uh, I couldn't deal with that. That was too much for me. So back then I couldn't deal with it. But hate mail and bad comments and things like this, and you know, telling me that I don't deserve to live. I'm kind of used to that, so it's not new to me. So I just deal with it. I just deal with it. You know, it's I know I deserve to live, so that's all I have to know. And I know that there are people that love me, so it doesn't really matter. Uh, A1, how can I best be a good ally to LGBTQ community? I personally hate the whole throw Bible verses in LGBTQ people or their ally culture. I'm not really sure what that means. Okay, I think I get what you mean. How can I best be a good ally? Um, I think just I don't know, like just stand up for us, please. Yeah, just defend us and just say that no, they're just people like you and I, and they're no different from us. And that's good enough. It's good enough for me. Yeah, yeah. That's it though. Louis Ware, I'm not doing Christmas this year. Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Louis Ware, I'm so sorry that you're going through such a hard time right now. Really, really sorry to hear that. I see your messages on the live streams and it really breaks my heart. Um, yeah, a big, big, big hug to you. Um, let's see. Saren 3000, I am bi, and there are always some stupid trolls who are just doing this trolling. Don't take them seriously. They just want to provocate for no reason. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I totally get it. Like even on the Asian boss interview, like, did you see if you scroll down to the bottom, like all the bad comments are at the bottom, and it's so bad. It's like, no, these people are sinning or they should go to hell or whatever. But there are always going to be people like that. Unfortunately, it's very unfortunate. Elmo, Christmas is so lonely time for me, but YouTube is life. Elmo, well, you know what? Don't worry, because we're gonna have a live stream with you guys on Christmas Day on Tabi Eats channel. So don't worry, and yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna be on as much as I can. Okay, um, and even on New Year's Day, Satoshi's leaving to his hometown, but I'll be here. I'll be here, so I'll be spending it with you guys. I'll probably go out into town. It's gonna be super cold, so I need your company, guys. I'm gonna be showing you guys what New Year's looks like in Tokyo, because a lot of stores are closed, but Nasha brought 24-hour live stream with all the cakes. Do you want me to die? And do you know how expensive cakes are here? Um, but that's a good idea. That's a good man. That's a good idea, because I love cakes. But not a good idea. Not a good idea. They'll probably fire me, the Singaporean people, for gaining so much weight. I'm not supposed to change my appearance at all. That's on the contract. Bree says, I'm in this really weird position, and good to see you, Bree. I'm bisexual, but heteromantic, and explain that is impossible without sounding like a slut. Oh, right. Yeah, I know. I, this is how I look at it, because there are a lot of people that, even amongst my gay friends, not gay friends, but gay acquaintances, say there are really no bisexual. They're either gay or straight, or usually if they're bi, they're gay. I believe they're really gay people, bi people, because I've talked to this bisexual guy a few years ago, and I after talking to him for a while, I realized that he is actually bisexual, and I thought that was cool, because sure, I mean, some people might think, oh yeah, you just want to sleep with men and women, so you're a slut. But first of all, there's nothing wrong with sex. Okay, there's nothing wrong with sex. This is something that bothers me, but you shouldn't be embarrassed about sex. And nothing wrong with sex. Okay, it's part of nature. It's part of being human. And if you don't like sex, or you think it's sinful to have sex, then something's wrong with you. Well, something's wrong with you. You should not be human. So you should be a robot. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with having sex. I think if I was bi, I am very envious of bi people, because they have a bigger choice. They have a bigger choice. I mean, that would be so cool. I mean, if I was younger, I think that's so cool. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm a I I'm very open about sex, and I don't see what the big problem is about sexuality and sex for that matter. Um, I feel like if people talk about, I really don't want to get into God or the Bible because it's not my place to say anything about that. But yeah, nothing wrong with sex, right? Right? I mean, come on. We wouldn't we wouldn't be able to populate the earth if it weren't for sex. And not just that, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing. Yes, exactly. Sex is human. Okay. Wow, we talked a lot about sexual things today, didn't we? That was interesting. And you know what? I love being able to be open with you guys like this. Brian Biggers, you just finished watching the Asian Boss interview, and Satoshi's message was so profound. Yeah, it really was. Because see, I wouldn't be able to give that message because I'm very open, whereas he's not. So he has a different experience from me, and so for me, that his advice was amazing. Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much. Wow, been talking a lot with you guys. I have to go and get some work done. To date, I have a busy day. I have to work, get my brief done, get it approved, and I actually have to go to a party tonight. And kind of looking forward to the party. Half of me wants to cancel because I have too much work, but I know that meeting people will make me feel better. And like I'm striving for this balance in life. You know, this is one of my goals for the new year, and I've already started to do this this year. So let's all strive to do that. Okay, if you you know working hard is good. It's good. It means that you're needed, and it means you're being productive. But you cannot forget about life, and sometimes I tend to forget about real life, and that's not good because it eventually catches up to you. That's what I found. Thanks, guys. Kuroneko, Aaron Uber, hi. A1, Mindy's mom, Nasha Broad, Ramya, Tek Tek san, Mochi Mochi san, Mihoko san, Adam, Melissa, Holly, um, gosh, Junjun, Bree, Dark Paracord, Dark Paracord. Yes, I was trying to remember your name. Tomorrow, you guys are just so amazing. You don't know how much I appreciate it, guys. I really do. Um, but thank you. I will hopefully do more live streams because I got my battery back. I got a new one. And hope you guys have a good morning, good day, good night, wherever you are. Okay? All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.